Hi and welcome to the cardhoppinhop for the month of April. This month's theme is Florals and we are choosing between mixed media and alcohol inks. I decided to make a mixed media card. It's challenging for me. So I started with a piece of cardstock and I applied a little bit of white gesso on it and left it to dry. And now I will use texture paste to do some random stenciling. And I was hoping to make a slimline card, but you will see that I changed my mind. And that's why I'm starting with such a big piece, but I will trim it down. And as I said at the beginning, this is a hop organized by Jen at Handmade Happiness Facebook group. There are so many awesome creators on this hop, so I highly recommend you to hop along. And there is also tons of inspiration. I will have the link to the next person in my description box, as well as the full list of participants. While my panel is drying, I stamped this floral image with River Rock Lawn Phones ink, and I will do a really simple Copic coloring. But first I will take my lighter green and I will just color these leaves that are at the base of each flower, just so I don't color them accidentally as part of the flower. Once I'm done with that, I come in with R20 and I will cover just one petal for you, and then off screen I'll do the rest. So first I'm just mapping my darkest areas with the R20, then coming in with R14 and just adding a little bit on the parts where I think it's the most dark. I add just a little bit and then I extend these lines with R22. And lastly, I blend all out with R20, and I will repeat this for the rest of the florals off screen, and I come back one more time with the R14 just to reinforce the shadows. Once these are covered, I add a little bit of YG67 to the green parts and then blend all out with the YG63. And really nothing special about my coloring. Here is the full image covered and my card panel is already dried. And before deciding what I do with it, first I will quickly fussy cut the floral out so I can see how it looks on the card panel. And here I decided to trim it down to a regular card size, which for me is A6 European size. So I decided to add some color, mainly at the center, using my watercolors, and I picked the turquoise color. So I sprayed a little bit of water and now I'm dropping some of the pigment, but mainly trying to have it concentrated right at the center, and I keep adding water so it starts flowing more organically. I'm tilting a bit the card panel so that all this water and pigment flow, and I will repeat few times the spritzing and adding more color. And I don't know why, but the mixed media has always been so scary to do. It's always like a magic watching others create projects, and when I decide to do something, it feels like a struggle. So once I'm happy with how it looks, I decided to add BG09 to the green parts of the floral image, just so it matches with the background. And I will just quickly cover all of these leaves and stems. And here is how it looks. And once this background is dry, I decided to add some kind of text from this stamp set, and I use Gesso amalgam black ink, and I just gently press the stamp to get some kind of partial stamping. And honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. Once I'm done with the stamping, I add black splatters with acrylic paint all over the background and also on the florals. And here is all dried, and I already adhered the background to my card base, and I use the black matte. And I'll be also adding this black frame, and I will adhere it flat using my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. And I originally thought that I'll be using foam squares to add behind the florals, but in the end I decided not to. So this is my finished card. I added the sentiment thinking of you, and here is the closer look. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you will enjoy the hop. Bye!